other than like groceries, I'm just kind of holed up in my house, so like I'm just kind of used to it. And this is kind of what I do anyway, minus like going to the gym or like going to some concerts or something. So I'm just antsy for my gym to open, and I'm out of protein, so I need my GNC to open up ASAP.
No.
Rocky.
No.
They
Need
they actually,
protein.
they actually sent
No
an email.
games.
I don't know if you guys had heard of it, but the GNC near me sent me an email about Girl Scout cookie flavored protein, and I'm really interested. Like
That's they have like Thin Mints and stuff.
Yeah,
Don't
like I'm very interested in trying a Thin Mint protein, because if it's like halfway decent, like I would probably buy all of it.
I would drink that recreationally. Just get super fat.
Yeah, no working out. Just this is my Girl Scout cookies now.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, for the bang for your buck, it's probably cheaper than actual Girl Scout cookies.
Probably.
Oh, definitely.
Those boxes are so expensive for giving you like 12 cookies.
Yeah, I don't have a
Small
plug
little
anymore,
cookies.
so I'm Girl Scout. I have to like buy them the commoner way, like online or something. I don't see any Girl Scouts by my grocery store. Well, obviously, I wouldn't see anyone by my grocery store.
Why the fuck would they be? Girl Scouts are the only ones that are like CDC exempt.
Yeah, that is a Girl Scout cookies. I'm gonna make the case that they are an essential business, because I need my Thin Mints. Now I know some people say go with the Samoas, and those people are wrong, and I don't talk to them. But the Thin Mint crowd.
Well, you're talking to me right now.
You talk to me right now.
I mean, that's why I have my cursor over the end call button, and then I'm just gonna quickly cut that off.
Wait, okay. Samoas are objectively the best cookie. They
I
take the
don't
most
like
time, they have the
caramel.
most textural difference,
Ugh.
and they have the caramel's the best
No.
part. That's the only reason why they're my favorite.
Oh,
I put up with Samoas even though they have coconut because they're.
I don't like coconut either. It's like an
I fucking hate
amalgamation of
coconut.
everything that I hate except for chocolate.
It works together. Caramel, coconut,
Gross.
chocolate.
I think it would be 10 times better with the coconut, but everything else is just fantastic.
So if you took out the caramel and you took out the coconut, but then you added mint, then it would be good.
This is
Oh
just a
my
fucking
god. No love for the shortbreads?
Honestly,
I like the shortbread in there too.
I don't even know what any of the other flavors are besides Thin Mints and Samoas, because I don't like
There's, like, a
Samoas,
peanut butter one,
and everyone talks about them.
Tagalogs.
Oh yeah, the Tagalogs.
Oh, okay. I've never.
Tagalog.
The
Those are made
language.
for-
They're selling
like
a language.
standard,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
any other
exhausting
flavors,
my
honestly.
entire knowledge. What do you think the other Girl Scout cookie names are?
I isn't there a lemon one? Like a lemon?
Yeah, if you had to take a wild guess, what's the name of that
Oh, it's probably like
one? Sour Betty's.
is that what it's
Galleta
called?
I have no idea. I'm trying to come up with one.
So you said there's a peanut butter one. I think there's a lemon one, and I think it comes in a blue box. Is there a s'more one? I feel like s'more would be a flavor.
Nah.
I feel like there'd be a s'more one.
Nah, I don't think so. I know there's a chocolate shortbread one. They have like a shortbread one, and then like one that's like shortbread but then chocolate, a little bit of chocolate on it.
I feel like the
So they're
only
just
ones.
like
Oh.
defect Samoas.
Yeah, they just forgot some ingredients.
If you can't afford Samoas, you get those instead. $1 less.
No coconut for you.
They're all the same price, aren't they?
I think so.
so.
Yeah.
It's like a regular biscuit one, like a regular. It's like a digestive biscuit.
Oh.
I don't know why they're called digestive biscuits, but like they're like the cookies that the British eat with their teeth. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh shoot! It's rusk. Oh,
Something like
wait,
that.
no, isn't rusk what you give babies? Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like
that's
Brit. I only know that because I watch a lot of Rooster Teeth, and I distinctly remember a conversation where Gavin was talking about Rusk that they give for teething children to learn how to chew.
So what happens to me if I am on a consistent diet of Rusk?
Well, I mean, it's just like it's a cracker, I think, but like it's soft enough for babies. But I'm sure if you wanted to eat it as an adult, you could do that.
Like Donald Trump.
What, eating Rusk or babies?
No. He sounds like the perfect diet food for him.
I'll have you know, our president has a very strong American diet of McDonald's, Big Macs at any given
KFC.
Moment. Does he? Well, I know he eats. What was that? He did that Cinco de Mayo. Was that Taco Bell that he did for Cinco de Mayo? Or what was that? I don't remember.
The disrespect.
I don't know. That guy's an idiot. But
I remember he like posted getting KFC, and I'm just like, that's not even the best one. KFC's the worst one, probably.
Yeah, it's not.
I remember there was like all that talk of him when he was running, when they were like, "Oh, he's racist against Mexicans," and then he came out with a picture from like one of his hotels where he's holding a taco bowl, and he's like,
"Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
I love the Mexicans." And it's just like his Trump hotel room service taco bowl or something like that.
Yeah, it was like Taco Bell or like
there's no way that man is racist.
Chipotle or some like Mexican quote unquote restaurant where he was saying that, but
Shawarma Bros. I love Mexican. It's my favorite Mexican spot.
Well, he's not far off because, like, Lebanese cooking definitely influenced, like, Al Pastor and stuff like that. But he's off. He's off. But I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. David I was reaching. It was literally from Ugly Delicious. Thank you, David Chang. I like your Instagrams.
Oh my god, Normal Pot is one of the best things that's come out of this quarantine.
Oh my gosh.
Braxton, David Chang, he created an Instagram account called Normal Pot, and all he does is review like obscure kitchen appliances and why you just shouldn't fucking buy them. They're all gimmicks.
God, I hope none of the ones that he's reviewed I currently have in my kitchen, because that would be pretty bad.
Do you have a magic bullet?
I don't know, but I know what that is. And no, I don't have one.
He loves
that though.
I was about to say that looks so useful. I'd use that.
Yeah, he loves pushing it to the limit.
I'm about to use it again.
Please mute.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the slap chop. Never mind.
Wait, you have the slap chop?
No, I don't. But like that looks useful.
It is not useful. You can only chop like enough for one serving.
Yeah, but I live alone.
It's called reloading it after you're done with the first
one. Yeah, you chop it, and then you toss it out, and then you put something else in, and you chop that.
There's just no... I never understood that, because, like, how are you going to sharpen it after all the uses?
You're asking too many questions, Rob, all right? You slap and you chop, all right? It's called the slap chop. It's not called the slap, chop, and sharpen.
That's so simple. It's so simple.
I think they claim that it sharpened itself with each slap.
Have you been watching The Platform?
It's been on repeat at our household.
El Samurai Plus.
Yeah, just put some diamonds under it, have it sharpen itself, and then you're good to go.
You're good to go. Chopped up diamonds. That's how strong it is.
Welcome back to the Neat Boys podcast, where we're going to talk about things that are escapist and not controversial whatsoever. Joined by me is...
I am not touching that one.
I'm not touching anything. I'm not going anywhere with anything. hands to myself. And also keeping their hands to themselves. Matt.
Hi. My name is Matt.
Perfectly washed hands, too.
20 seconds.
And also with their hands kept tightly against their own bodies. Body. Only one body. There are no demonic entities here. Braxton.
I didn't need anyone to, put me on blast for all the dead bodies I have in my apartment. So thanks a lot for that, Rob.
And me, the snitch, host, and loving
Takashi 69 Rob.
Hey everybody.
That man has an album now too. It's crazy.
Someone else came out with an album recently that's, oh god, who was it?
Oh, JoJo.
And no one's been talking about it.
Wait, you said, did you say JoJo?
Low-key, still obsessed with JoJo. JoJo, shout out.
I mean, I don't know anyone that's stopped.
Wait, JoJo?
There's kids out there that have no idea who JoJo is.
He knows who JoJo is, but he hasn't seen her do anything.
Oh.
She released an album.
Oh, God.
And it's great. And she is wonderful.
Well, that's cute.
Speaking of cute, Attack on Titan, cutest animation in the world. They just released their trailer for the series finale? Series season finale. Season series finale.
And
Seer and season your
what the fuck are you talking about?
So who watched this? Because I definitely only caught the first 2 seconds of the bird flying and was like, hey, that's a pretty good looking bird.
I have not caught it yet, but I'm excited.
I watched the whole thing. And it sounds like there's a new animation studio in charge. Which is unlike One Punch Man. People are actually excited about this change because it looks like the quality looks good from what I could see. I am just like with every anime show that's on right now, I'm just concerned of when it's actually going to get released because of Corona. But other than that, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There'll be another anime.
This is more important than anything that Corona.
This anime transcends the pandemic.
Yes, the animators, the producers, the directors, the voice actors, they all know that this is transcendent media. So,
since Rob's already read it, it'll be up to me and Matt to discern the quality when it actually comes out.
I mean, I haven't seen it. There's not an anime production studio in my head.
But you'll be able to lead us to the right path if there's any changes that we're not aware of.
I have no doubt that they're gonna do it justice. Like, they've been faithful through all of season 3 and even through all of season 2, where everyone had like their divisive opinions and views on it because it was a little bit slower.
Yeah,
like, all that detail is still there, whether it's political or not. So
I don't need politics in my anime. This is America. I just need to see two people beating each other up and slicing each other.
And that's what I'm excited for.
I saw the breakdown of the animation for Levi versus the Beast Titan, and it looks so good no matter what you want, like where you watch it through. I would watch the storyboards of that. Probably be still good.
I like the fact that, like, if we're thinking of the Attack on Titan world, like, imagine just, like, Captain America in, like, real life. Like, that would be Levi in the Titan world. Like, he's just a super soldier for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, everybody else is just, like, a normal dude fighting their ass off, trying their hardest.
Mikasa.
Yeah, him and Mikasa.
Well, yeah, Mikasa. Yeah, that's a good point. I just feel like,
he's
well,
like a
just
ruthless killer too.
Yeah. She's also kind of she's crazy. That's the other thing. Well, I guess he's crazy too.
It's funny you refer to him as the super soldier when there are people getting injections to become giants.
So they're cheaters. We don't.
Yeah. That's the underlying theme of Attack on Titan. Don't use steroids.
Yeah. The
You'll
cheaters,
turn
I
into
don't.
Unless,
A monster.
unless.
Yeah, I mean, your lifespan is destroyed. So, I mean, was it all worth it? Maybe. I don't
Depends
know.
on when you get done.
Yeah, depends on what you do in that time frame. We'll measure your life out.
Shit's about to get lit.
Looking at you, Aaron. What you gonna do?
Well, it's really EE, Bryn.
Yeah, Ren.
Well, that's it. There's nothing really else going on in the world right now. So,
Yes, there is nothing going on.
patch notes.
So I finished Danny Brown's favorite game, Persona Royale, and I will continue to call it Royale because it just sounds better. Basically, got all the achievements I wanted, got all the awards I wanted, beat all the bosses that I wanted, and so I was like, well, fuck it. I got this PC, and I can install a PlayStation 2 emulator on there. So let's give Persona 3 a try. And it is quite there's a lot of it's weird to describe the changes between Persona 3 and Persona 5 because it's like Persona 5 came out last year or 2 years ago and Royale came out this year. Persona 3 came out in like 2006. So
Jeez.
there's a big gap in like cultural
Graphics.
references, gameplay, just everything that was like popular back in 06 is so different from like what it is here now. Like one of the people you meet in Persona 3 is just a gamer that you play a MMORPG with, and she talks in elite speak the whole time. So it's like LOL, noob, and wrecked and shit like that. And it's just like, it's so dated, but it's like, it's really funny. It's like, you know, part of its charm or whatever. But essentially, and Rob would understand this more so because he's played Persona 5. But there's no... In Persona 5, you know, there's a big bad guy, and so you go to his palace and, you know, kick his ass, whatever. Persona 3, the story is, like, dark, quote-unquote. It's, like, kind of edgy, whatever. You summon your personas by shooting yourself in the head with a gun, but it's not a real gun. It's, like, a persona gun, whatever. And the entire time, you're in a place called Tartarus, which is a randomly generated place that has like a gajillion floors. I think I'm at the 219th floor or whatever. So you go through the floors, it's all randomly generated. It's all the same shit, and you kind of get tired of it after a while. But you know, the story is just about how these shadows, or there's this thing called the Dark Hour. So between when it hits 12 o'clock midnight, an extra hour of time exists between 12 and 12:01, where every human on Earth turns into a coffin, and they are sleeping in their coffins, and they don't know what's going on. And the people who are like Persona users, they exist in the Dark Hour, and then they fight shadows, which are the bad guys or whatever. And so you follow your character and your classmates, which are part of a special investigation unit that fight these shadows at the Dark Hour time, whatever. So just in terms of like actual gameplay, like all the fighting's the same, you know, it's all rock, paper, scissors, fire beats ice, ice beats fire, wind beats lightning, lightning beats wind, whatever. But you don't control any of your party. You only control yourself. So your party does whatever the fuck it wants, whenever the fuck it wants, which is a big pro and a big con. Because the pro is like, if it's a really easy enemy, you can just turn your brain off and say, okay, you guys are doing whatever, fuck it. But when it's like a hard boss and you need like some strategy, there's only so much you can do to control whatever the fuck these people are gonna do. And in terms of the story, I like the story. I just don't like exploring Tartarus because you can't make money unless you go to Tartarus. But you can't. in Persona 5, if you fight people, you make money. If you do a job, like you go to work, you make money. But in Persona 3, you can only make money if you fight an enemy and then you get a 3-card Monty, or it's 4 cards or 5 cards when you get higher up. And the cards show like personas, weapons, money, health, experience, whatever. It does the 3-card Monty thing, and then you have to pick what you want. And that's the only way you can make money. So like sometimes the money cards don't even show up. So you're fighting all these people for no goddamn reason because you can't make any money. So I think that's the biggest thing that I don't like about Persona 3 is just it's so hard. I wouldn't say hard, it's just tedious to either, if you really want to focus on experience, it's really hard to get experience. If you're really focusing on money, it's all RNG, which is a pain in the ass. But so far, I mean, I like the story. The characters are all good except one. I don't like Fuka. I thought I was going to have her as my waifu before I played the game. But her vocal direction, you literally have a robot on the team that talks like a robot, and Fuka sounds more like a robot than the actual robot.
In a good way or a bad way?
So no, in a bad way. It pulls me out of it. Like you got guys like Gaara from Naruto, the dub version. He's in the game. He's awesome. You have, damn, what the hell is going on? It's like a goddamn celebration going on inside my fucking apartment. Jesus Christ.
I know. I was wondering what that sound was. It sounds like someone's hitting like a bell, a cowbell.
So, you know how they were doing like celebrations for the nurses
you're
and
complaining
stuff
about
for Corona? Like they do that every... Well, they do that at 8 o'clock. Right now it is 7:04. So I don't know what the fuck is going on right now, but the police are not happy about it. But, long story short. So yeah, you got Liam O'Brien, who's Gaara in Naruto. He's one of the characters. You've got Tamari from Naruto. She's one of the characters. You've got I think you've got Broly from Dragon Ball Z. He's in the game. So you got all these great, vocal talents that like really pull you into the story. And Kawakami from Persona 5, she's a major character in this one. So you've got all these people that you're kind of used to, and you can they really pull you into the story. And something about Fuka really just pulls me the fuck out of it. Like I don't know what the direction was or what it's just weird. I don't like it. However, the upside is you get an actual dog, which is cool, and he gets a persona. So whatever. So I would say Persona 3 is a pretty good game. It's just tedious when it gets to the Tartarus part, but I've been enjoying it, and I think I'm at the end of the game right now. So we'll see how that improves later on. But it's good. The music is just as good as any other Persona game, and I'll probably move on to Persona 4 later on. Yeah, it's been a good experience so far.
That's the passion you have for Persona makes me want to play Persona, but then I know once I dive in, it's just going to be another 2 years of delayed climax because I keep putting it back. I also have some bad news. I've been recording on the wrong mic. I changed the settings for the speakers instead of the microphone, but while you were talking, I did a quick switch. So if we could just do another countdown right now.
Well, that's actually
wait. Let me grab a drink real quick.
That's actually pretty good because now I can close my windows and turn my AC on instead.
Rob, have you had these? These are fucking delicious, man.
Handmade mochi.
Taro mochi with creamy filling. It looks like it's a Japanese version of a Twinkie.
But way better. I would eat a mochi Twinkie.
No, I would argue. I've never even tasted mochi before, but I would argue it's probably better than any Twinkie could ever be.
Oh,
how
100%.
much do you hate Twinkies to warrant that?
I hate them.
Why?
Gross.
But
why? They're gross.
When the world ends and food is no longer mass produced, Twinkies, they'll become they ferment to become alcoholic, and then that'll be the treat. That'll be the apocalypse treat.
So
like a
Braxton, you're not
little.
gonna eat the flaming hot Twinkies coming out?
Ew. What?
Wait, shut up.
No lie. Look it up. Well, I'll send you a box.
Wait, okay.
What's
so,
your address?
Yeah. Are we counting down there?
No, okay. Matt, for as long as I've known you, you've found these crazy obscure foods. What was the first one? Like the peanut butter Snickers. You were
Ooh.
super on board for that.
Wait, how's that obscure?
No.
Peanut butter Snickers? Doesn't
But
Snickers
just like
have
the
peanut butter in it?
weird.
No, there was something weird.
It was
about
like
there was like a layer of peanut butter in it.
yeah, it was those square ones.
Yeah.
But then what was the big one? It was Butterfinger peanut butter cups.
That one escaped me. I was not around for that one.
I was so excited for that one. Oh my god!
And
I
then-
would like go into play. Oh, that was on your 21st birthday.
I
There's a
thought that
video
was-
Brady has of me going to the gas station, being like, "Do you guys have Butterfinger peanut butter cups? Are you gonna get it?"
No, I swear that was for the peanut butter Snickers. We'll just have to tell him
Like,
to bring that video
The
out.
guy was like, "I don't even know what that is. Please get out of my store." No, Butterfinger peanut butter cups.
Sir, you're scaring me.
Don't say this blasphemy to my face again.
And then recently, I was sent that post by you for the coffee PBR, which you are currently drinking right now.
Man, who didn't want PBR beer with a little bit of coffee?
There's no way it's just the beer and the coffee.
No, it's not. It's like they say it's a malt beverage. So like, I don't know.
Is it the new Four Loko?
It is the new Four Loko. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, they don't sell Four Locos anymore, so I guess I have to make do with this coffee beer.
All right, let's get a quick countdown in because I'm an idiot. Okay, someone count us down. I'm tired of doing this number thing. 3, 2,
2,
1.
So to answer your question, I put about 88 hours into Persona 3.
Jesus Christ! So this entire quarantine, you've put about 300 to 400 hours into Persona, the franchise.
Oh, the franchise? Well, I've put about 300 to 400 hours in Persona 5 alone. Like
my
just
God,
all
dude.
the all the like 5 and Royale. I've probably put 400 hours in. Easy.
Has there even been that many hours in this quarantine?
Well, I mean, yeah, more or less. But to be fair, my game screen says 80 something hours, but some of that is just I've been AFK because I've been cooking or something. So call it around 80, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
But like I'm at the end game now. But I will say the cool thing about Persona 3 is that due to the story, your team's personas level up because of the story, not because of you hanging out with them. Because in Persona 5, like, you had to hang out with each individual person to level up their confidant rank, and then when you reached max 10, you leveled them up, and then with Royale, there's an opportunity to level it up again. But with 3, a lot of the confidants aren't individual. Like, one of the confidants is like your activities club or like student council, so it's like a group of people, so it's not like one person individual. So like with your Persona people, it's like they're called C's. I forgot what it stood for, like it's something execution squad or whatever, but like that's your entire group, and it's like 9 or 10 people or something like that. I don't remember. So it's just a little difference to how the confidants work out. And since the game is longer than, like, from a date perspective, is longer than Persona 5. Like, I think Persona 5 Vanilla ends on Christmas. And right now, I'm about to hit New Year's Eve in Persona 3. So, it just gives you more time to level up confidants and your abilities, instead of Persona 3 or Persona 5 having 5, like kindness, charm, guts, knowledge, and something else I don't remember right now. All you have in Persona 3 is charm, academics, and courage. And those are the only three. So it's a lot easier, quote unquote, to level them up. But holy shit. You should, if you do play Persona 3, I would say focus on academics, because that shit actually matters in this game, as opposed to Persona 5. Like, in Persona 5, you can just cheat on every test, because you have, the Thieves Guild to help you out. But, like, Persona 3, a lot of those questions are, like, super Japanese questions, like Japanese history, like physics, like geology, biology. Like, a lot of those questions don't have, like, in Persona 5, like, they usually set you up to a question. Like, there's enough dialogue to kind of give you the idea of what you're thinking of. But a lot of the questions in Persona 3 are just like, well, fuck it, we're talking about this theory. Hey, you, what does this shit mean? And it's like, holy shit. And then if you don't have high enough academics in, like, when it comes to the exams, your character forgets the lesson. So, like, he sees a question during the exam, and he either says, oh, this looks like a familiar question, or, oh, this looks familiar, but I wasn't paying attention in class, so I don't know what this is anymore. So unless you have a high enough academic rate, you can either remember what the questions are and actually answer them, or just be shit out of luck. So, but that's enough rambling about Persona. I think the next time I ramble about Persona will be when I actually touch Persona 4. But I do have a waifu. She's very beautiful. Her name is Yuko. She looks black, but she's not black, because there are no black people in Japan, quote unquote. I think she's like a what do they call it? Like a gal, or gwairu or something like that. I don't know.
What?
It's not Rachel Dolezal.
Well, gwairu.
A gaijin?
No, not a gaijin. It's Gyaru. It's like, it's the style in Japan where you, like, where they, like, dye their hair blonde and, like, are very tan or dark skinned. Except she's not blonde hair. She's got black hair, but, like, her skin is dark skinned.
So she's a dark-skinned Japanese person, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, her name's Yuko. We went on a couple dates. It's been pretty cute. She's the athletic director of the kendo team. You can choose what team you want to pick.
The kendo team. Okay.
I think
she knows her way around the pole.
That's the waifu right there.
Well, so I think canonically, like, you can pick. You get two picks. You get your pick of athletics, and you get your pick of activities. So your athletic picks are track, kendo, and what was the other? Swimming. So those are your athletic picks, and then your activity picks are photography, music, and what is the third one? I don't even know what the third one is, because I didn't pick it. I picked music. So I picked kendo because I thought that was sick, but I think track is the canon. But whatever. She's cute, so cool.
Awesome. I'm gonna need some sources later and some instruction on how to get to P3, but that is an off podcast discussion.
I got you.
So, moving on. I've been playing World of Horror, and this game is one of those games where it's, upon, like, hearing the soundtrack immediately, it's overwhelming with, like, nostalgia and, like, the 8-bit Nintendo vibe to it. So what it is basically a choose your own adventure, kind of visual novel. It's a point and click adventure with RPG elements added onto it. And it's in the world of, it's not any of Junji Ito's properties, but it's in, like, that horror manga aesthetic. And it's been really trippy and really cool. And it's roguelite, because you can run into different scenarios in each of the different towns and stuff, or in sections and whatnot. And what you're trying to do is solve the mystery of certain, like, eldritch god encounters and whatnot to build up to the bigger mystery. I don't want to get too much farther into it because I don't want to give too much away, because it's kind of like formulaic to where once you do some of the situations and they recur, you know how to get through them. But then it's all about, like, you know, with the roguelites, like getting that really good run where you take the least amount of damage possible and build up your character as much as possible. And I highly recommend this game for you, Braxton. Like, it's so good. And the soundtrack, it's like constantly playing in my head because it's, I don't know, it's that weird 80s synthwave, like Game Boy aesthetic, and it's checking all the boxes for me there. I'd really like to see what you do from a music aspect to remix that and do your thing as your alter ego, as your Stan playa, DJ playa.
I just actually looked it up. It's I don't see it very often, but it has a 5 out of 5 stars on Steam.
Oh shoot!
Out of like
Oh, no
1,000
way.
something reviews, like 1,200
I
reviews.
didn't-
5 out of 5.
They have a star system on Steam.
I just Googled it, so that's how it pulled up. But I assume that just means mostly positive.
It's really good. It's kind of just like taking up all the game time that I set away for myself, even though I just got Yakuza 0. It's just a nice little like jump in and play game instead of having to like sit down for a long time. But yeah, World of Horror, highly recommend. It's not too spoopy, but some of those images get really ingrained in your head. It's not like jump scary. It's like, I can't believe someone thought of creating that, and it's just really unsettling. And Matt, I think if you wanted to play it too, you can. It's not a very graphic intensive game at all.
Just get it on Steam.
Get on Steam.
Yeah,
Wow,
it just
my-
looks
my-
black and white, so I can't imagine it being super intensive. And it says it's on PS4, Switch. You can get it on Mac if you want to.
Oh,
which is
cool. Yeah.
very rare for
One
a
of
lot
the
games.
cool settings for it too is in the settings you can change the color palette. So instead of black and white, you can do like a crimson and black kind of deal, so to make it look like you're playing under like a blood moon or something like that. And there's other color variants too to make it look like you're playing in a vaporwave aesthetic. It's super cool.
There's a Tsukiyomi mode? Yo,
Oh yeah.
bro, I'm in there.
All right, and then moving on into Celeste, Braxton. How much more of this game can you play? How many sides are there to these?
I think the running
mixtapes?
joke here is that I say I don't want to spend too much time on things, and then I expand it to like 2 hours. But the last time we talked about Celeste, I was just saying how I'd beaten all the regular game, and then I was going back for like the hearts or whatever. So I went back, I did all the B sides, pain in my ass. I did all the C sides, extreme pain in my ass. And then they had the DLC. So, like I had mentioned before, you know, Celeste is just a game of screens. So they just present you with a screen. That's the puzzle. Figure it out. You have the tools available. You know, go at it. What the DLC happens to do, and it's kind of par for the course for Celeste, is that it teaches you a brand new mechanic, well, quote unquote brand new mechanic, towards the end of the game, so that you have to rework how you essentially solve all the puzzles. So they teach you how to wave dash, is what they call it in the game. So basically you boost, you hit the ground, you use your momentum to continue that boost on, and you gain an extra boost by doing it correctly. So you do all that, you get to the last screen of the DLC, and instead of being one screen, it's effectively, oh god, how many? It's probably like 12 screens combined into one giant screen that you have to complete. I mean, if you complete the entire screen without dying, it's probably like a 5 to 10 minute screen by itself. It's the longest screen in the game, and the developers know it's a long screen in the game because once you hit a certain amount of deaths, there's a cutscene that triggers that says, "Oh man, this looks pretty tough. but I believe in you. Keep going. So it's literally built in that this is a pain in the ass screen that you have to beat. It's all, did all that, whatever. But then, as an added twist, there's a special collectible called the Moonberry, which you can only get by not only beating that long screen, but then once you get to the end of the long screen, you have to recomplete some of the sections backwards from that screen to access the level where you can actually get the collectible, which is its own level. And then once you beat that level, you can get the collectible. And to make it even more of a pain in the ass, which I'm not going to do because I'm not a masochist, once you beat, all the A-sides, B-sides, C-sides, you get golden strawberries. When you touch a golden strawberry, you basically have to beat the entire level without dying, or you go back to the beginning. Because the DLC is the longest level in the game, it's masochistic, basically. However, if you take the golden berry all the way to the end of the DLC, the developers say, hey, go fuck yourself, and they give you a new level that is only accessible if you take the golden berry all the way to the end of the screen. So you basically have to beat the whole DLC and get your own extra level for your punishment, and then you can actually beat the game.
Is that whole process fun?
So I watched a runner do it. It took him 44 hours or something like that.
Oh my god.
To do that. Because the DLC is very long. So, and it was funny because when he quote unquote beat it, he got to the new screen. He was like, dude, what the fuck? He was like, oh dude, this is hard as fuck. What am I doing? So any of you masochists out there that want to do the golden strawberry challenge, go right ahead. But that's not my game. I'm just happy that I beat the game that I wanted to. I got the collectible that I wanted to, and I'm done. It's not a game. After that point, it's no longer a game for me. It's just masochistic. What?
But I thought you liked the challenge on those.
Oh fuck that! I did the first level, Golden Strawberry, and as soon as I started dying, I was like, oh god, I got to do this for all the levels. So as soon as I got done with the first one, I was like, I'm done. I'm not gonna put myself through that. It's too stressful. Like literally every move you make, you're fucking on pins and needles. Yeah. And it's like the quote unquote tutorial level. Like fuck that. There's no way.
So Celeste revisiting for the third time, yay or nay?
Oh, it's a great game.
The extra content.
Again, if you want to just breeze through the game, if you just like the story, you can turn on easy mode, you can turn on God mode, and just breeze through it however you want. But I did not, and I have calculated about 8,100 deaths or so. So
Jesus.
I mean, the DLC alone probably put me up 300. Well, no, getting the Moonberry probably put me up like 300 deaths alone. Yeah, you just get used to it, I guess. But I mean, there's a lot of sections that you just look at and you're just like, yeah, not today. You just turn the game off.
I feel like that's how I feel just playing on like the A sides.
Honestly, a lot of the B sides are harder than the C sides because the C sides are like they're only like 3 or 4 screens, so you know what you're getting into. Like if you can do 1, 2, 3 screens, you're good. But the B sides are like they're like actual levels. They're long, so I mean, it just might get fucked. But you know, good game. Recommend it. And if you're into speed running and shit like that, it's something to watch, I guess. It's cool.
Oh, I've been watching a lot of Summoning Salts recently. Specifically, the video on... I'll change my rec on that. He did a series on the original Ninja Gaiden for Super Nintendo.
Oh, God. That's hard.
and like
Super
speedrunning
Nintendo.
that. Yeah.
Damn.
And like how for the longest time people have been trying to beat that game in under 12 minutes.
Jesus.
I think. Yeah, under the entire game in under 12 minutes. One of the hardest games that's ever been created.
Oh yeah.
And like and there's one crazy dude that's been just shaving down his shit for damn near a decade. And it's just like super the dude that is striving for the record, he's like the Bob Ross of Super Nintendo speedrunning.
Jeez.
It's so soothing watching him play.
There's a lot of good.
Because he doesn't
like,
get mad or anything.
Yeah. Wait,
There's a
what?
lot of good speed.
He doesn't get mad.
Oh no. There's a ton of good speedruns.
Celeste is a good one. I think Super Monkey Ball is very fun to watch. I love watching Super Monkey Ball speedruns because that used to be my favorite GameCube game, and it's just so cool to watch.
Seeing people speedrun Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow is pretty surreal. Like they're just beating the game in 2 hours, and all they do is like boost up Nidoking, and then they'll get like their crit X's, and then they'll just what's the move? Fissure. They'll fissure or they'll horn drill anyone like up to the Elite Four because it's just a one-hit KO. But you need to get your accuracy up there. It's crazy.
There was a Pokemon Crystal speedrun I saw where if you name your character a certain thing, you can instantly warp from the start town to Red and before you get any Pokemon. And because the game doesn't detect that you have any Pokemon, it automatically triggers Red losing and then the credits roll. So I was just like, what? How the fuck did anyone discover any of this shit?
No, that's bullshit. We don't do glitchless run. We do glitchless runs over here. Keep it honest. Oh, and speaking of honesty and bad segues, Matt, take it away with Cinematthew. That was good. I like that. Very ominous.
I backed up a little bit. All right. Welcome y'all to Cinematthew. Braxton, what's going on with this Avatar T Lab?
So we were gonna save some of this for the anime section. However, it has come to my attention that Netflix does want to run a live-action Avatar series because no one learned from the lessons of M. Night Shyamalan. So that's something to look forward to.
Did you enjoy The Witcher though?
Oh yeah, that was good. It's pretty good, and it followed the books pretty well.
Yeah, it gives me a little hope there.
Well,
Yeah, because a series is better than a movie for something like
that's
that. I think.
good point that The Witcher was done well, but at the same time, they also did Death Note.
But that was
a fun train wreck though.
Was it? It kind of pissed me off. It was just stupid. It was so stupid. It was the stupidest movie I've ever seen in my fucking life. But yeah, that's something to look forward to now that Netflix has put up the regular Avatar and they put up the M. Night Shyamalan Disaster on Netflix. I'm a little surprised they didn't put Korra up. Because, I mean, it's all the same thing.
Well, that's how they're gonna get their money later. I
Yeah, I
think
guess
right
they'll put-
now they're like slowly bringing in series that they know are gonna be like series that are just gonna be doing gangbusters. Avatar was like #1 watched for almost a week straight.
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the whole thing in about 3 days. And it... I realized I basically never watched the series. Like, I'd always caught a couple episodes here and there. I basically watched the Cliff Notes version of Avatar because as I marathon through the whole thing, I realized there were so many episodes I just didn't see at all. Because I know I watched Korra, the entirety of Korra, but I did not watch the entirety of Avatar, the original. So it was a good.
We didn't have DVR back then.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't remember how I don't know. It was a while ago, probably in college or something. I don't remember. But
have they made like any announcements on who they're casting, or did they just announced we're
well? So they said that they were going to not make everyone white like the M. Night Shyamalan movie. That's basically all they said. Is that everyone is not going to be white, and everyone in the Fire Nation is not going to be an Indian person.
Well, there's no Indian people in the traditionally. The Fire Nation is supposed to be Chinese people. It's why there's so many Z's in the names and stuff.
Yeah, I would assume everyone's supposed to be either Chinese or the Water Nation's supposed to be Inuit in some capacity.
mm-hmm.
In your what?
In your butt.
It.
Oh.
In your it.
Both answers are correct.
Yep.
Wait, so you didn't watch the M. Night Shyamalan?
Oh, I watched it.
Movie?
Not recently, but so when it came out, my cousin came to visit me back when I lived in Oak Park, and he was like, "We're gonna see this movie. I know it's gonna be bad."
God.
He was like, "I know it's gonna be bad. It's terrible." And I was saying no the whole time. He's like, "It's gonna be bad. It's terrible. We need to see how terrible it is." I was like, "Fuck," and then I watched it, and it was just as horrible as I had imagined.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah, in theaters. We paid money for it.
Power to you.
I don't think I've ever left a movie in a movie theater.
I left Dragon Ball. That was the only movie I ever left. I left Dragon Ball, and I walked one theater over to watch I Love You, Man. It was the best decision I ever made in my life.
I never left a movie, but I think I was watching like the SpongeBob movie when I was a kid, and then when that was done, we walked over to the rest of my family because they were watching SWAT. So we walked into
oh my god,
the middle
LL
of
Cool
SWAT.
J.
It was a good. That's a good movie. But yeah, I watched Last Airbender in theaters. I got to see Aang in all his glory.
They call him Ong in that?
Yes.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Hung, and he's white.
Yeah. Oh, they're all white. So all the main characters are white except for the Fire Nation, and the Fire Nation is all Indian people. However, everyone in the background is like kind of what they're supposed to be. Like everyone who's not Sokka or Katara look like Inuit people, and like yeah, it's not great.
I can see a series being better. I mean, like obviously, if it doesn't do well, they can always cancel it. But leads me to my next question: if you had to watch one, gun to your head, you have to watch Dragon Ball Evolution or Avatar: Last Airbender live action. Which one are you gonna choose?
I would watch Evolution because I've actually never seen it.
Give me the bullet.
It was a trick question, Braxton.
Damn it. Yeah, my curiosity would get. I've seen some scenes here and there, but I don't think I've seen the entire movie all the way through.
It's like one of those like rom-coms in the 90s, but with like Kamehameha waves.
You know what? I think I would take that over child actors. So I think I'll take that. I'll definitely take that.
Dragon Ball Evolution. Emmy Rossum's in Dragon Ball Evolution. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Emmy Rossum, wait, no, that's not. Okay, so bear with me here. Speaking of Emmy Rossum, which relates to to Goku, who was also in Shameless for a little bit.
Mhm.
Which relates back. I forgot where I was going with this, but essentially,
Essentially, Dragon Ball
But
Evolution is
essentially,
trash.
Dragon Ball Evolution is like Requiem for a Dream, but specifically the scene where Jared Leto has that infected syringe
Arm.
spot. Yeah, but for like an hour and a half. That's what Dragon Ball Evolution is. That scene on repeat for an hour and a half.
Or just that last sequence. Just that whole last sequence of the arm and everything else that happened.
Dude, don't you
Ass
like
to
it?
Ass was pretty cool though.
Like
Ass.
I like.
That was pretty sweet.
Ass to ass.
Ass to ass.
Like, I know the scene where he takes the Kamehameha and actually turns it into a Rasengan at the end, but like, and there's other scenes that like I've seen.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, at the end where
He uses one hand
and
for the
Piccolo
Kamehameha?
like they charge at each other, and it's like, oh my god, it's the epic climactic resolution.
Terrible.
Yeah, I've never seen it, so yeah, I'll take that one just because the curiosity will get to me. But if you told me my choice was dying and watching the last Avatar again. Yeah, kill me. I'm not watching that movie again. That movie is frustrating. It was a frustrating movie.
God.
All right. Moving on. Going to the Conjuring universe, I watched a scary movie called The Curse of La Llorona. And La Llorona is a very popular, I think, Hispanic tale of this woman. I think the story is she was mad at her husband for cheating on her, and then she drowned her kids, and then like her curse is that she cries, and then she tries to steal your kids. It's got some good people in the movie. The main character, she played Daphne in the Scooby-Doo live action movie. And
Wait, which one? There's been like a gajillion Scooby-Doo live action movies. Like the original
really?
one? Where they go to the
Yeah,
island?
the original ones.
Damn.
The original ones.
There's only
Okay,
been
okay.
two, and it was the
Yeah.
same cast.
I think they were the same cast. And then the guy from Breaking Bad that plays Tuco, isn't it?
Oh, shit.
He is like
That's
a
cool.
priest.
Bryan Cranston?
He's like
Fuck yeah.
he's like an ex priest. So like it's in the Conjuring universe. And then that being said, the movie was complete and utter trash. I hated it from like it started off good. Like, you know, I was scared, goosebumps everywhere. But then like just the way that they made the ghost look, because I don't know, you guys seen some movies from the Conjuring universe? Conjuring 2.
No.
I've seen those two.
Again,
Yeah,
that
maybe
would
I've
be a
just seen The
question for my
Conjuring.
cousin, because he watches every single horror movie, regardless if it's good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
Is he okay?
But I think the last horror movie I watched was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ooh, which one?
The way back,
Matthew
like I remember
McConaughey or-
when like Skittles gum was popular, like whenever that was.
So the remake.
Um,
The remake, I don't know, probably.
The
I just know
original's
they
from
drove-
like the 70s or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's probably the last like actual scary movie I watched. I don't like scary movies.
I don't either. But sometimes
Same here.
like I like that thrill of my heart just like
I like
beating
that rush.
very fast. And I was scared for a little bit. Don't get me wrong, because I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on?
Hold up,
And
that's not
then-
true. I lied. Me and my buddies, we got drunk and we watched Ouija or whatever that movie
Fuck,
was.
that's not a scary movie. That's just a fucking.
It's
terrible
not. We were
movie.
laughing. We were laughing our asses off that whole time. Like when the scary guy popped up in the background, we were all like, "Oh, oh!"
That's basically what it was for La Llorona. But I don't know. The Conjuring universe started off pretty well. Like I thought The Conjuring was like a very good scary movie in terms of like plot and storyline.
It was.
But like I think this was the 6th installment of the universe. They've made like Annabelle. I think they have another one coming out.
Oh, jeez.
But I don't know. I think it's starting to fall flat on his face because even The Conjuring 2 wasn't very good. Like, it was, like, decent, I guess. But then, like, I don't know. Like, when you guys watch a scary movie, like, what are you looking for? Like, are you looking for just, like, the thrill or, like, actual storyline?
Like, I mean, I hate jump scares because, like, I hate being scared. But, like, I don't know. I can't think of a good scary movie because I don't like scary movies. So, like, my default would go to the scary movie parody movies instead because I like comedy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, I think I like Saw. I think Saw's like the original Saw, Saw 2, Saw 3. Like, those three I think are cool. Just maybe it's more so because of the puzzles more so than the actual like dying. But I don't know. Scary movies maybe just aren't that's not my wheelhouse, really.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense, especially since like you really like that one game Celeste, and it's like a puzzle game. So you just carries over to your movies.
Bro, Celeste Golden Strawberries, that's the real scary movie, dude.
That's the real scary.
Give me the bullet. I don't want to play that game.
Yeah, I think I'd rather watch Avatar than do the Golden Strawberries.
You should watch It Follows.
Oh,
That's a good one.
yeah.
Not too like story heavy, but it's just a very captivating moment in time. But in terms of like scary movies, I don't like the jump scares either. Like, it's just a cheap form
It's just a
of
cheap
scaring
thrill.
you. And what I like in a scary movie is shit that like sticks with you, that like makes you paranoid and fucks up your sleep schedule, like stuff like that. So, dating back, I guess you can put the Blair Witch Project in there.
Oh,
Blair
my
Witch,
God.
fucking terrifying.
Terrifying. Even though I know it's not even real anymore.
Yeah,
I still
no.
freak out.
Yeah, me too. And then The Shining with Jack Nicholas. Jack Nicholson. Wait, who's Jack Nicholas?
Jack Nicklaus is
Whatever.
the golfer. Nicholson, I think, is the actor.
There you go. That one is equally as terrifying. That one's scary too. And then I haven't seen Hereditary yet because I'm afraid of shitting my pants.
You know what?
I really,
I've that's the one movie people keep saying is like actually legitimately scary, and I will avoid it like the plague because I don't have any diapers on hand that I can use.
I saw Midsummer, and like that movie, that was a freaky, unsettling movie, and just the way that it was filmed stylistically, I loved. So there's something there in Hereditary for me, but I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of emotional roller coaster. Is it a
I think
roller
that's-
coaster? Just a free
Yes.
fall to hell. A free fall to hell out of my butt and then change my pants.
Well, that's our homework assignment. That's your Cinemathy homework assignment. If you don't watch it by the next episode, you failed.
Okay. But
Or
you've seen
shit your
Hereditary.
pants. I
Have you seen
not
Hereditary?
yet. So
We should all watch Hereditary.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like Braxton's gonna have the hardest time with it because like you have Tim there and I have Kay here. Braxton's just gotta watch it by himself.
We can watch it. We'll watch it together.
Via Zoom call.
Well,
Yeah.
Or via Google Meet.
to be fair, like my ex was like, "Yo, if this is too scary, I'm gonna hold on to you." When we were watching Us, and that wasn't scary at all. So I think I'm
Us was
all right.
kind of scary.
Yeah, that's like horror in the sense of just like I don't know.
Home
society.
invasion?
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not a
the scariest
homeowner,
part for me.
bitch.
All right. So moving on. A great movie called The Wrong Missy, Rob? Or is it not a movie? I don't
I
know.
don't know if it's a movie.
It's a movie. I wouldn't call it great either. But it's a Happy Madison movie that Netflix just released with I was gonna say Dickie Roberts, David Spade, and Nick Swartzen is like the supporting actor, and then oh my god, what's her name from SNL? She is the not supporting. She's just the second. I cannot articulate.
What does
right
she
now.
look like?
She's married to Jordan Peele.
Oh.
Yes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what her name is, but she's married to him, and she's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, isn't she?
Yeah. What's her name?
I don't know.
Oh my god, Lauren
She was on
Lapkus.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's from Evanston.
Yo,
What?
She killed it in that movie. She is the perfect like crazy person. she's like terrifyingly crazy sometimes. But that movie starts out as David Spade going on a blind date, running into her. Turns out to be a train wreck of a date. And then time goes on. He meets someone else with the same name, invites her to go to a business trip with him. And it's the chick from the blind date that he did not want anything to do with. Hijinks ensue, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that movie's good. It's very nostalgic of like those early 2000s Happy Madison movies. Like it has like dodgeball vibes to it, or dodgeball and like Forgetting Sarah Marshall and stuff like that. Probably just because it takes place in Hawaii. But this movie basically confirms that Adam Sandler and all his friends just decide to make movies so they can take ballin' ass trips
Probably.
and
It's a
have
dream,
a
isn't
studio pay for it. That being said, it was a decent movie. I don't think I'd go back and watch it again anytime soon, but it was worth a watch for the performances.
Just
Great
kind of
out
like
there.
that slap happy humor.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you said David Spade in 2020, so I was like, oh my god, what's going on here?
Yeah, well, they've all been doing Netflix movies this whole time.
And Nick Swartzen. Like, I haven't seen
Oh, yeah.
like, any project of his in a while.
When
Like, does
Nick
he even look the
Swartzen
same
came
at
on
all?
screen, I was just like, holy shit. He looks like he looks like a 2020 Nick Swartzen.
Okay, so like appropriate.
Yeah, but he still acts like the Nick Swartzen we all love it now.
This is a throwback. Did you ever listen to like Adam Sandler's album?
Well, this is my first time learning he had an album.
Oh my god, I forgot what the album was called, but like Nick Swartzen had like a bunch of bits in it, and he was just like this gay robot that just like
Yes,
kept
I
trying
have heard that.
Those were amazing.
I didn't listen to that album, but like I know the bit you're talking about. He brought that bit to his Comedy Central show.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. That stuff was hilarious. Like that's the first time I heard of Nick Swartzen, and then I just love him. He's hilarious. So maybe I'll check this out.
He's so good in Grandma's Boy.
Oh my god, that's a classic.
That's what this movie kind of feels like, but just from a feeling standpoint. It's honestly just like a schlocky romance comedy. Kind of like 50 First Dates and stuff like that.
Okay, he likes to go to Hawaii, huh?
I mean,
Sandler.
shit, I
Jesus,
love
that
that.
was another Hawaii one.
Shit, always warm. Beach. Well, I don't like beaches, but warm.
How do you not like beaches?
The sand, it gets everywhere.
I love the sand being everywhere. Unless it's a rocky beach.
Coarse,
That's
and
when
it
I'm
gets
like-
everywhere. I hate it.
It's coarse and it gets... You prefer
Oh.
your beaches rocky?
No, I just like the beach. Like, there's nothing to do. Like, I'm not. Swimming isn't like fun. You do it, but I don't find that fun. And I don't like volleyball really, because I just don't really play it a lot.
You don't like burying yourself in dirty sand?
Ew, that sounds gross.
Can
Well-
sand be dirty or is it only sandy?
It's sandy and it gets everywhere. Like I'm not. That's not even. It's not even a meme. Like it just gets everywhere and it's annoying to like have to clean up. Like I'd rather go to like
Fine.
a pool. Like a pool's like it's all right.
Yeah,
You have to
I
work.
fucking love chlorine in everywhere.
That's
Yeah,
it's easier
chlorine
to
gets
shower. It's easier
everywhere.
to clean off than sand. Like you just go home and you discover it's all in your nooks and crannies. And it's like ugh.
But that's the exciting part. It's kind of like you stole a little bit of the beach.
Yeah, like the next day you wake up, you're like, oh my god, there's still a little bit of sand here. I love the beach.
That's the worst, especially with my hair as long as it is now. Like, ugh, that would be a nightmare.
Yeah, sure. I think there's some more exploring to be done on a beach for you. It's very zen.
Just the water.
Margaritas taste better on the beach.
Margaritas taste
Especially
like...
when sand gets into the margarita.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice texture. When it's sliding down your throat.
So coarse, so refreshing.
So
I actually
dirty
don't even
sandy.
ask for a salt rim. I just ask them to dip the rim so I could give it a sand rim. when-
I don't even
Give me a
ask. I
drink.
just take my little sand pail and just throw it on the cup. Hope for the best.
Well, I mean, I assume it's a great teeth cleaner, honestly. Get some sand in there.
It's
get all
not.
the-
That's how King Tut died. There was sand in. They used sand to grind down grains, so there was sand in the bread and stuff, which caused his tooth decay because it accelerated it, and then he died from an infection. So no, Braxton.
I
It's
mean,
not.
I didn't know that. That's a very interesting lesson on biology and history.
Watch out for that sand. It's beautiful, but it'll kill you. Ask King Tut. Ask King Tut.
Oh
Can't
wait,
ask
you
him.
can't.
He's dead.
He's
Fuck him.
dead.
Not that he's thousands of years removed from us. All right. Well, I think that concludes Cinema.
And brings us into patch notes.
Wrong.
Patch notes. Patch notes.
Wrong. It's wrong. It's not patching us at all. We already did that. Section's over.
Oh fuck. Oh god. Chapter Black.
It's those sand margaritas.
Mango.
Mango. Do you know what I'm talking
Manga
about? What's
readers?
going on? It's the PBR hard coffee, y'all. Stay away from it. Run away from it when you see it.
Is Mia Khalifa an actress now?
I know she's been working with Rooster Teeth on some stuff for a while. She does like sports stuff now. She's in the sports community.
When was she not an actress?
Oh my god.
Her performance.
I just saw a random ass trailer and she popped up and I was like, why have I seen that lady before?
Yeah,
She's in
she's
this
been
show called
transitioning
Rami?
out of the hot lady business for a while, maybe a couple years now, something like that.
Why?
I don't know.
Flameo, hot lady. Did you know our most viewed episode is Thank You, Janae Aiko?
Well, good. Show her some thanks.
I think we should thank her again.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Thanks,
personally.
Janae Aiko Part 2.
Thank you again, Janae Aiko.
An inspiration.
All right, there you go. That's gonna be the episode title, and we're gonna make millions.
Game in the system, just as God intended.
I'd be down if she sponsored us. Like, hell yeah.
She can't sponsor. She's got a kid. She's got to sponsor the kid.
She's doing fine.
Yeah, come on.
Help us out over here, Janae.
Come on, Janae. What are you doing?
Come on.
All right, where were we? Oh, that's right, Patch Nose. All right, Chapter Black. Have you guys seen any Kami no To yet?
Is that the Japanese name? I actually didn't know that.
It is, but Tower of God sounds way cooler, so I'm switching back and forth on it.
I am still on my Shippuden grind.
All right. Well, Tower of God's doing great. It's very good. I don't know what more to say of it besides the world building is getting bigger and darker. They were silhouettes of people, but like people are getting chopped up and it's not happy whatsoever. It's very dissonant of the art style. That being said, still
everything
fantastic.
Everything I've seen about it is just like the cutesy cutesy parts, so I didn't know there's death and destruction on the other.
There's really, if you watch it, there's no cutesy parts. Like, people are getting fucked up.
Oh, on Twitter, I just see a girl with a horn getting her leg mended, and a green girl getting a ponytail and blushing.
The horn person is a guy.
Oh, is it really?
First off. Yes.
The princess?
And it's not a princess.
Isn't it a woman with brown hair?
Oh, maybe? I think we're thinking of two different people. Cause
maybe we are, because I don't know any of the characters.
I'm thinking of is a blonde dude with brown skin.
No.
Like your Persona 3 description, but with a horn.
No, I'm thinking of the green girl fought the girl with brown hair, and then they both knocked each other off of the platform or whatever.
Oh, yeah. That was a good episode.
Okay, so that's
far,
a woman, or?
They're both women, yeah. They're both princesses. Okay. I like where it's going so far. I mean, I have a good gut feeling about this. Demon Slayer was almost there, but Demon Slayer didn't really get there until like the end of the first season, where they showed all the like high ranked Demon Slayers. Like, oh, there's gonna be something here in the future.
So by world building, because like you said that it's taking place in a tower like world, or no?
Yeah, there's different dimensions, but the main storyline takes place in the tower, which is just like gigantic.
Oh, but they leave the tower. They're not. It's not just like...
No, they never leave the tower. The tower is the world, but they can come from different places around the tower or from like different areas. It's not really explained the different areas yet, but that's kind of like the mystery behind it too, because you don't know where the main character is from. So I think it's kind of assumed that he's not from the tower world originally.
Could you say that it's like Attack on Titan mystery, where you have no fucking clue what's going on?
It's a little bit more coherent than that. How long did it take them to fucking... It took them 3 seasons to reveal
the season before
the initial mystery, yeah.
That is true.
But I don't know, it could take as long, depending on where they go with this, but the pacing's been pretty good so far. I really like the tests they're doing in the tower. It's not like who's the strongest necessarily. It's very JoJo-esque in terms of like, okay, how can we approach this challenge and how can we use everyone's strengths to get us there? There's a lot of like deception and mind games there. It's a big brain anime. It's probably the Rick and Morty of anime.
Okay.
It's the Pickle Rick of anime.
Oh yeah. Turns up to a pickle. It's hilarious. It's going strong.
Is it done with season 1, or is it delayed to Rona? Or
no, not yet. I think they finished everything and they're just releasing on episode by episode basis right now. There's like 3 more, and then that'll be it for the first season. Something else that I've started is Spy Family, which is one of the Shonen Jump mangas that they have right now going. And that's a really good one. I really hope they bring this one to an anime, but like do it well. What am I doing? It's about this dude who gets an assignment to infiltrate a country and stop the opposition from like taking over the world or like fucking it up and starting a third or a world war. And to do that, he has to go and assimilate into the community. So he needs to find a daughter, he needs to find a wife, and this is all within the course of like a week. He needs to do this, and it's all kind of build up for the characters, and then all the missions start getting a lot more complex and more mind games, because like he's not the strongest. He's kind of just like he's a really good spy. He's a master of disguise. That's it. And he has to use that to his advantage to complete his missions and stuff. Excuse me. I'm doing something here.
Was that a dog sneeze?
Might as well be.
We're cutting that.
Bless you. Yeah, and I'd be on the lookout for that one. That's gonna be a good one if they bring it to the silver screen, the streaming screen. What is the internet screen?
That is a good point. I don't actually know. I don't actually know what the silver screen is. Is that TV?
It's the movie theaters. I
A
think.
movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
idea.
So moving on, Braxton, The Last Airbender,
Yes, I actually watched
the
it this time. So.
M. Night Shyamalan.
No,
movie.
no, not
It's
that
kind
one.
of in the wrong section
Not
right
that
now.
one. No,
but-
not that one.
No?
The good one.
Oh,
No, the good one.
oh, go on. Wait,
So I
They're both
finally I just marathoned it last week, and man, that's a pretty good show. It's fun. There's a lot of good. Even though I don't remember what it came out like 12 years ago, something like that. There's still a lot of good funny moments, and there's some good feels. Like I remembered, Uncle Iroh's voice actor actually died, and there was a tribute episode to him, and that was kind of sad. Got to touch in the heartstrings a little bit. There's one part that always cracked me up. That I noticed. I'd never noticed it before when I originally watched it, but in season 1,
is this going to be Toph related? Oh.
no, it's not Toph related. It's actually Sokka related. So in season 1, there's 3 moments when Sokka makes a terrible joke, and then it's just nothing but dead air, and then just some dude coughs in the background, and that fucking kills me like every time. He's just like, oh, he's doing that, and it's like. and I just crack up every fucking time it happens. I'm just like, why is there a guy coughing? And it's like a lot of I think 2 times there's like nobody else there. Oh, I remember one when Boomy at the Earth Kingdom, he makes a lettuce joke, and it's just like
Lettuce leaf?
yeah, it's like lettuce, and then
Let us
like,
leave!
and then that's it, and that's the whole scene, and it's just so fucking funny.
No one coughed. That was actually really good. The lettuce leaf one or another one?
I think it's the first one when like they meet Boomy in the castle, and like he invites them to eat. And he just pulls out a lettuce leaf and makes a joke, and there's just some dude coughs in the background that you can't see, and it's just really like every time it happens, I'm just like, dude, where the fuck's that cough coming from? It's just hilarious.
I really liked rewatching. Oh man, that first book is so. It gets kind of drawn out at times just because of like the episodic.
Yeah, it gets
nature of
episodic,
it.
and that's kind of how I know I didn't watch all the episodes, because some of these episodes are just like, whatever. But there's a couple things I learned from watching the whole series. I didn't know bloodbending was a thing in the original. I thought bloodbending was only in Korra because I didn't watch that episode where Katara learns bloodbending in the original series. I didn't know that actually happened. I also
That was a
didn't
dark episode.
I also didn't know that Aang had a firebender teacher before Zuko, because I never saw that episode. I didn't know he burnt Katara the first time. I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore. This shit sucks. So these were all very new revelations to me as I was rewatching the series. And I also didn't know that Mark Hamill was the fucking Fire Lord. I didn't know that. Let's look that up.
Oh, no way.
That's sick.
Really?
Yeah. Luke Skywalker is the Fire Lord. Confirmed.
He is
Did
a
you
beast
know-
in animation voices.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's all
yeah.
over the place.
I don't think there'll ever be a better Joker than Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah.
Who was it? The voice actor for Appa, he voices like 20% of the characters.
It's D. Bradley Baker, and he's like one
Yeah,
of
there you
the
go.
like creators or like one of the runners. Like he does all like the animal voices and like extra voices, and I don't know. I guess he just loves that stuff. But it's pretty funny.
When I talked to Dante Bosco, he said that D. Bradley Baker, he has an entire site to help aspiring like voice actors get into voice acting, And to me, it was just kind of funny because like your voice acting sensei is gonna be Appa, and it's kind of poetic in a way too.
That's pretty. I remember you said you had met him. So recently he did a live stream. I didn't watch the whole stream, but I watched like some recordings of it because some people clipped the funny parts. But it was him, the two people in charge of the live stream, and the voice actress for Toph, and they were doing a rewatch of Avatar for charity for like the Rona and all that stuff. And they were just like doing shots for every like big donation. So it was just like drunk Dante fucking shit talking all the other nations and like any time in chat, and it was just really hilarious. And like Toph's voice actress was like, dude, what about Earth Nation? He's like, bro, it's the Fire Nation for life. Yo, chat, where you at? It's like this shit was hilarious. It was so funny. And he was like shit talking Aang. He was like, dude, Katara got with that guy? That little guy?
when I saw him the second time during Comic-Con weekend, he was wearing a Zutara shirt.
Oh yeah. I think that was one of the things they were. I think they were like auctioning off like merch, and they had a new Zuko face mask that just said, "Oh, Zuko here," in quotes or whatever like that, with a little
"Hi, Zuko here." That was so good.
And it's funny because like both of the actors, him and Toph's voice actors, like they're so far removed from the Avatar because of how long it's been. It's like they don't remember everything about it, which makes it funnier when they're like misremembering what the hell even happened in the story. So like when Suki comes up on screen, he's like, "Oh dude, is that Sokka's girl?" He's like, "Oh, she turned into the moon, right?" It was just like, wait, no, that wasn't her. And then anytime like a scene with Uncle Iroh came up, he was like, "Dude, hey, be respectful, okay? That's my uncle. All right, pay attention to what he's saying." He's like, "Dude, I'm trying to hunt the fucking Avatar, dude."
They better Dante Bosco for the live action.
No.
He's Asian.
No,
Yeah,
he's too old. You can make him look like a high school guy. Because
he sounds like, young.
What's Zuko's age? He's probably like what?
Zuko's like
18?
17.
In
17,
the show,
18?
yeah, probably something like that. Something young.
Fine. Find someone younger, but then it'll still be Dante
Dub it over. I can't imagine anyone else doing Zuko's voice besides Dante.
I know there was a part in the stream where like one of the people who was organizing the stream was like, "Don't you love it when people say, 'Hey, do the Zuko voice'?" And Dante was like, "Well, I mean, I've been talking to you for like the past 5 minutes. I don't know what more you want me to do."
Yes, like, do my own voice. Like maybe I'll speak a little angrier at you.
like Toph's voice actress, like she was like young when she did it, because she's probably like, I don't know, college age or maybe close to our age or something like that. So like her voice has obviously changed, but like Dante Bosco's voice is pretty consistent. Like nothing's really changed there. It's the same tonality and pitch. So I mean, it's not. You hear him and it's like it. And he made a joke about it too. He was like, "People might think I'm like the worst fucking actor in the world because I just use my fucking voice."
Shoot. Well, to bring back a previous thing we had. What's your quirk? What are you bending?
Earth is the best. I personally was always an earthbender.
Water is the best one.
So the only down. Well, it's not a downside.
Wait, Matt, what are you bending?
Yeah.
Huh?
What are you bending?
I think I'm bending water.
This majority rules.
This is.
But I want to hear you out. Why? Why Earth?
I always thought it was just cooler. I always thought Earth was cooler. Like, and this was even before metal bending was a thing. Like, I always thought Earth was cooler because, like, water, sure, you can use it as a whip, you can heal, whatever. But, like, if I throw a fucking boulder at you, that's gonna kill you. I mean, you're just dead. right? Like that.
Yeah, but if I throw a razor sharp disc of ice at you,
well, if you turn into Haku from Naruto, like that shit is also gonna hurt pretty bad. Start throwing ice needles around. But like,
yeah, I was gonna say, Rob, Earth and Water, you're Yamato.
huh? Wait.
Yeah,
That's
he's
how
right.
it makes the trees.
Yeah, he's right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Yamato for sure. But I was thinking Hiroshima. But
Yeah, that's
it's
also
essentially
true.
the same person. Yeah. Yeah, that would be dope as fuck. Tree bending? Hell yeah, count me in.
Now, the only question I have about bending is like every bending style except for air gets a second level. Like earth, you get metal. Water, you get blood, and just basically the atmosphere, really. And fire, you get lightning. But what does air have? What does air advance into?
Abstinence.
Yeah, because they were monks. Like, second level is, you're never gonna get laid. So Aang is a lame-ass airbender, then.
Second
Yeah,
second
tits.
level is no, but that was the thing about at the end, like he could not be a devout monk like he trained to be his entire life. Like it was his responsibility. It was his responsibility to maintain balance, and that meant sacrificing his own selfish goals, whether they be unselfish through being a monk. They were still selfish for him because like he had higher responsibilities.
Now, I won't pretend that bloodbending isn't sick, but like, I don't know. At the end of the day, I just think Earth is pretty cool.
That's fine. There's no wrong answers unless you pick
Oh,
air.
yeah. I know.
It's funny because like air is like the easiest one to bend because it's always in abundance. Like air and
Yeah.
fire, I think, are like the easiest to access. Like, and
Mhm.
Earth is like probably second because it's like everywhere. But water, like you actually have to be near water or people
Unless you got
to
that
actually
blood.
work.
You just make pee-pee and you use it.
Ooh, that's like, it's pain and it's like, oh, I just got a pee-pee on me.
Gross.
You could use other people's pee-pee too. Oh my gosh. Waterbending is where it's at, Braxton.
You can.
Well, yeah,
like,
Katara used her own sweat in one episode.
they had to keep things G, but like honestly, if blood bending is possible, you could just freeze someone from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
So nothing's ever a threat for you, really.
Yeah, that's
For
true.
me, it's not the power of the water. It's just like I
It's
feel
the
like
responsibility.
water would be more my element. Water's just more my element, I think.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I'd be forcing myself to be doing that, but like you get to heal shit, you get to whip shit, you get to control people's boners, you get to
That's the real important part. That I mean, you could have skipped the first two. That's the real important
That's
part.
that's just commercial right there. Like that's the most.
It's so
Actually,
convenient.
no. Earth would be more commercial of a bending skill. 'Cause
If you, I
build-
mean, it's like the Cialis commercials. If you have something running more than 8 hours, get a water bender together, and you can do.
They're just in
If
the
your
room.
erection is lasting
They're
for
just
more
in
than
the
4
room,
hours,
they're just
please
like-
ask your waterbender to leave the premises.
Please, I don't want it anymore.
But think about the convenience factor too, because like with water bending, you're able to just pull the water out of anything that's wet. So like you never have to have wet sock again. You can pull like water out of a wet book. From I don't know why your book would get wet, but like
Ooh, pull
just having
water
that
out
would
of
be
your
really sweet.
vegetables. So
Yeah,
you
there's a
can
lot of
have
utility
perfect-
there with water.
oh yeah.
perfect
You could
fry.
dry age stuff like
Oh.
that.
You don't have to waste salt or spend time. I like it.
That is true. I don't know.
But
I'm
boulders.
skipping the utility for the
Yeah,
coolness.
boulders. No, earthbending is definitely awesome.
Oh wait, if we're going on a matter of like coolness, firebending means that for sure.
Oh yeah.
So technically, with Toph part of the equation, I guess the only disability accessibility bending would be Earth. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can be blind.
Toph is
You can be
Toph
deaf.
is an exception.
You can be mute, but I guess that doesn't really matter for any bending style. But like if you're deaf
It
or
does
blind,
for air.
well,
Or
yeah,
does
but
it? No, it doesn't.
yeah, I mean, if you're deaf, if you're Helen Keller, you can still be a good earthbender.
Can't you be any kind of bender if you're Helen Keller?
No, because you use
I-
the Earth's vibrations to discover where people are. I don't think you can use echolocation. Well, maybe with air, if you know like air vibrations.
No, but like none of that is stopping you. It's just stopping you
Well,
from
okay,
using it
yeah, sure,
responsibly. You could
okay.
still shoot fire and like burn shit
Yeah, go
down
ahead.
if you're blind and
I'm
deaf.
sure I'd want someone who's blind, deaf, and dumb to fucking shoot lightning out of their fingers wherever they want to go.
Well, I don't want them shooting boulders at me, Brex. That's for sure.
Helen Keller is 100% a waterbender.
Canonically.
Okay, we're done. All right, we're done. Oh, back it up. Is that the true? Can we use that? Is that too edgy?
No, that's come on.
It's true.
That's how she learned how to talk.
It's 100% true.
Waterbending taught her how to talk. Oh man.
That was That's we've hit the peak.
But
Oh.
on that same topic, Rob, you've been watching Korra. How far are you? I don't even remember how many seasons Korra is. Is it like
There
3 or
is 4 seasons.
Yeah,
four?
four
Okay.
So,
But they're shorter.
I-
They're shorter than the book. So.
I
Yeah,
think so.
it kind of varies. Book 1 is 12 episodes. Book 2 is I don't know how many, but it's more than 12 because I thought we were hitting the finale, and then shit did not conclude properly. I was like, that is a terrible ending. I can't believe they're gonna continue this in book 3. And then there's another episode. So we're on book 2 right now, but I saw it up to book 3 in college. I don't remember any of it at all. Just because I'm surprised how much I remember from like The Last Airbender, but I guess that attributes more to like your impressionable years and stuff like that. So Korra, I know it gets a lot of flack, but that is an excellent show. Like, there's a
I
lot
don't
of-
get. I mean, it's good for what it is. Like I see it as like I don't know. I just see it as a time skip, right? And it's just
Mhm.
interesting to learn how society's progressed after Aang. Like I guess I can understand it. Like if the complaints are, you know, it gets kind of choppy because it's not like the original was kind of episodic, but then eventually built out to like one singular plot. But with Korra, there's like a
it's
new
serialized the whole way.
yeah, there's a bad
For
guy
each
per
season.
season, so there's not that many opportunities for episodic, you know, flim flam or whatever. So
Before you
if
go
don't like
on,
the-
I've only seen it up to the end of book 3 and would appreciate if you didn't mention anything about book 4.
I vaguely remember. I don't even remember all the bad guys. Who's the bad guy that you're looking at right now?
Southern Northern Water Tribe Chief.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Vatu.
Okay. Bactu. Okay, good. So when it gets to the bad guy after that, people.
I think I know who it is, but I don't think I'm remembering right. And it's like fucking with me. Rewatching it now. and
you want me to tell
building
you
up to
his
season
name
3.
and see if you remember?
No.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
So when you get to that bad guy, that's when, like, at least on the internet, people were like, "Oh God, I like his motives. It's pretty cool. He's kind of a cool guy." But yeah, people really hated Korra, and I didn't hate it. I thought it was good.
I think it was like the disappointment that it wasn't taking place in the time period of like a fictional, ancient. What would you call the period piece that is The Last Airbender?
I don't know. I mean, because
Like-
there's a lot of. I guess I didn't want to use this comparison, but like, there's a lot of technical advancement in the society that it's kind of Boruto in the sense that, like, it's instead of ancient Chinese rural agricultural type of stuff, it becomes a lot more steampunk.
Industrialized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
No,
that
that's
sense.
exactly how I thought of it when I watched it for the first time. Like, oh, this is just Avatar, but steampunk.
Yeah.
And it keeps the theme of like the Roaring 20s.
Yeah,
in
I
that
could
too.
see that. Yeah, because they have TV, black and white, more or less, and a lot of focus on industry, and
And just the fashion as well in that world. I thought
Yeah,
it was really well done. Do you know who the voice actor for Tenzin is?
yes, it is Spider-Man. I need those pictures.
It sounds nothing like him. J.K. Simmons is in that, and it's just I just keep getting these hints from the ether to watch Whiplash, and I can't fucking watch it anymore because it's not available.
Oh no!
Well, I won't tell you the bad guy's name for season 4. However, his voice actor is Henry Rollins. So that's something to look forward to for you.
I was surprised when Steve Bloom did work for this in season 1. That was a big surprise. And then Aubrey Plaza is a voice actress for in season 2 as well. There's like it's a pretty star-studded cast. I couldn't believe
They got a lot. They
looking
got
at
a
the
lot
list.
more. I mean, even as I was looking over the regular Avatar cast, like you've got Dante Basco, obviously. You've got Mae Whitman, who I learned was one of the ex-girlfriends in Scott Pilgrim, which I didn't know. Obviously, you got D. Bradley Baker doing all the animal noises,
And he's also taken over a lot of the like secondary cast as well. He's using his voice more as a vehicle for English instead of awesome animal noises.
who else is in regular Avatar? You got Gray Delisle, who does what's her freaking face? I don't remember her name now. Crazy lady that shoots lightning. I don't remember her name anymore.
Azula?
Yeah, there you go. And she's in a
Azula's the
bunch-
baddest bitch.
Yeah, and she's in a bunch of stuff. And then obviously we got Mako, who's Uncle Iroh, and so he passed away. But it started from humble beginnings, quote unquote, and then it like expanded into having these big guys do. Even I don't remember the reporter guy's name, or off the top of my
Jeffrey something.
but he's voiced by a pretty famous guy that I don't remember. And then his assistant Julie, or Zuli, is voiced by
He's not a reporter, dude. He's like the trade CEO.
yeah.
Transportation CEO.
Yeah. And so Zuli is voiced by Stephanie Sheh, who's also Hinata in Naruto and some other stuff.
No way.
Yeah.
That doesn't even sound like her. That's a cool cast. Can't wait to finish that up. I only have a couple more days because it's only available on available on the Nickelodeon Hits channel on Amazon, and the trial is only 7 days long until they charge me $8, and I don't want it to get to that.
That's how I'm trying to finesse
So-
fucking The Last Dance, dude.
Last Dance.
Yeah.
You could finish that in 7 days, though.
Oh, for sure. You can finish that in one
I
day.
can finish that in
depending
one
on-
day. I did 20 episodes a day for Avatar, so I think I could do Last Dance pretty quickly.
Jesus Christ, you finished Avatar in 3 days?
I started it on Sunday of last week, and I finished on Tuesday.
Okay. But yeah, Korra, very, very good. Can't wait for that to come out on Netflix again in like 20 years. It'll be good. And then moving on and closing out the chapter, closing out the patch notes is Naruto Shippuden.
Oh, Shippuden! So, yeah. Naruto is a little beast, huh? Like, no one can train like him. That's where I am. He's just using his shadow clones to, like, get stronger.
Show breaking. That's what
Mhm.
broke everything in that show, because it's like, oh, okay, so only certain people can use like shadow clone jutsu, and Naruto's on another level because he has an endless pool of chakra, so he can make 50,000
Yeah.
shadow clones. So he can essentially learn any jutsu he wants in like 3 days.
Exactly. But yeah, it's cool to see Naruto actually like get smarter to an extent, because like he's still like, you know,
He's a dum dum.
he's still a little ditzy, but he's learning ish. But yeah, I've been loving it. I took a little break for a little bit. Well, because my internet, not a break because I wanted to. My internet was out for like 3 days.
They looted your internet.
No, they didn't lose my
Jesus.
internet. But we have a community internet here, and apparently a piece was missing, so I had to put a halt to my Naruto watching, which hurt a little bit. But I've been liking it so far. Like, I see what the hype is about. Don't know why it's taking me so long to finally like start watching it, and like now where I am, I still think I have like 500 episodes to go. But
You haven't seen Pain yet, and like I wish I had the freshness you're going
Oh
into.
no! Forget about Pain.
I've seen some Pain.
He
I've
gets
seen
to,
some
he
Pain.
gets to see the Hidan and Kakazu fight.
Finish
Well,
that.
Oh yeah.
All of them.
I finished. Yeah, I finished. Yeah. Awesome.
Did you see the Itachi return yet?
No. Excited for
That's-
that.
Oh, that's a good fight.
Did you see Jiraiya's fight yet?
No. The only fight, because Jiraiya's only made like maybe like his second appearance, and then he disappeared again. Because
Jiraiya only has, throughout the entire series, I think he only has like 2 serious fights, and the first one was when all the same,
the three of them, the three
Yeah.
of them were together. That was
and
a
then
good fight.
it was pretty good. The next one is even like okay, just keep going. It's so funny.
Wait,
Yeah, so like right now, they're fighting the rare crystal jutsu people. If you guys remember, I was talking to Braxton.
Wait a minute,
that's
are you
filler.
watching filler?
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, Crystal Jutsu. I don't know what the fuck that is. That sounds like filler.
Oh no, Matt, get out of that.
No, I'm watching it because I need to know. I need to go on Naruto's
He's in too
journey
deep.
with him. I'm in too
No,
deep.
but it's not real. It's the fake. It's the fake journey. It is what canon is, the Bible to the original manga. This is this is whatever the crystal jutsu thing is. That's like the Mormon version.
Yeah, we use the new King James.
I'm almost finished
edition
with
here.
it because it's been quick. I feel like there's only been like 5 episodes of it, but I think it's like moving towards like a reunion, another reunion of our 3 favorite casts.
Wait,
Is that like a thing?
is Sai on the team yet, or no?
Yeah, he's for
Sai's
sure on the team.
Sai's
Okay,
been on the
okay.
team for a little bit. His character, like, it had a lot of potential because I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool what he can do. But like his whole like deep delve into like trying to figure out what emotions are and just like how to be a real boy. It's kind of getting annoying.
I like that part of it. Like it's the most endearing part.
It's hilarious, but I'm just like
it was Robin.
where
He's
I
like
thought
kind of
he was gonna
autistic,
be.
and he's trying to like learn
he
how to
definitely is
fit
like,
into society because he's a test tube ninja. He's like, how do I be a teenager?
How do I be a real boy? And then
I found this book on it, but let's try it out.
he keeps reading all these books.
It's funny
but like
that
compared to where I thought he was going to be, I thought he was going to be some like bad. I mean, he is badass, but like
He's
his
alright.
character has changed a lot since we first met him. Where he was just like, Naruto, you kind of suck. He's like, you suck, Naruto. And now it's like, Naruto, what is happiness? And let me feed
They had
you,
a lot of
Naruto.
discussion about their balls too. Didn't he say
Oh
something?
God.
He's like, you have a lot of talk, but do you have any balls to match that talk or something like that? And then they were at the hot springs, and then he was like, oh, I guess you do have balls.
Yeah. See, that was prime Sai. When Sai was just like ripping on all of them.
You know what? Honestly, I think I blanked that portion of Shippuden out of my head because I thought Sai was annoying. Like, because I vaguely remember that, and
Sai was just like a heartless killer.
he
to
he
start.
yeah
rightfully
he was
So.
he was
fucking
a,
Anbu Black Ops.
he was a unintentional asshole, but like I was so not interested in him that I just blanked it out of my memory.
Yeah, because that's almost like filler in itself. Him just like he's like Pinocchio, you know. He's just trying to figure out how change his name. But yeah, I'm definitely liking it. I'm definitely gonna watch all the fillers.
Oh,
I skipped all the filler of Naruto, but I'm going through Shippuden.
Why?
Cause love it. I laugh during the filler. The filler is hilarious.
I mean,
man.
if he likes it,
All right, I'm not gonna take that away. from
whatever.
like Sakura's disgusting food pills or food balls, whatever they're called.
You're talking
Wait,
about
what's
things
the-
I have no
Down
idea
for
about.
you. Wait, the food pills are canon as well. What's the filler about? Like how she makes them?
Yeah, and how they're just trash. Like
How
everyone,
does she make them?
huh?
How does she make them?
Well, she makes them like super healthy, and then like the way they explain them, they're just like, "Oh my god, this is just like so bitter, it's inedible," like they're all screaming. And then like she's like super strong, so she's just beating everybody up. It's like, what? It's disgusting. Just like bash. Even Sai was just like, I was debating whether or not I should tell you this, but like, your food pills are really gross. It was like Sai's only time he had emotion. Like the food pills brought out the actual emotion. He's like, I'm sorry, these are just not good. But yeah, I'm trucking along.
I went back and watched a couple fights from Naruto and Shippuden. Just I don't know, just cause. I think I watched the Danzo fight. I watched the Lee versus Sasuke fight from regular Naruto, and then I think that's it, just to get a little taste of nostalgia back. But
When did Sasuke and Lee fight? Was that
before the
during
tuning exams,
in the woods.
Oh
Oh
it was
yeah,
bef-
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Lee just wrecked Sasuke
yeah.
and he
with
was
his
like,
taijutsu.
"Oh my Sharingan!" And he was like, "You thought?" And he whooped his ass.
What was I gonna say? I forgot.
Oh, I rewatched the infiltration scene at the Five Kage summit.
Oh, that's I
Where-
watched that too.
yeah.
That was good.
Just that part. And then
You know-
I was like, man, I need new workout music. And I found an hour-long extended version of Kokuten. I've just been watching that.
I watched
That's like,
the Kage Summit, and then I watched Taka versus the A Tails, because that I mean I always loved that fight, even though like
you just love Killer Bee.
yeah
Because
I
you're
do.
biased.
I mean I like a village that's predominantly black people. Yes, I will admit it.
Wow, how brave and controversial of you.
I've got A, I've got B, I've got C, even though he's white, and then I've got Daruri, who is black. So I mean, who else do I need? A, B, C, and D.
Wait, who are you talking about?
The Raikage's name is A, B is the A-Tails, C is the white dude, and D is Daruri.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. I didn't catch that. Cool. All right. I learned a little bit about black culture today,
Nice.
so
Happy
you can
Black
check that off
History
the
Month.
list.
It's every month.
Matt, where are you at right now? You're just on the.
So
Past
yeah,
it?
the crystal jutsu part. I will say,
Oh, that's right.
The part
Sorry.
that-
See, I blanked that
The
out
part
of
that
my
doesn't
mind for
exist.
5 minutes ago because I really don't care about the filler.
I will say Kazuko and Hidan. Is his name Kazuko? What is it? I always mess up his
Kakuzu?
name.
Kakazu.
Kakuzu.
Kakazu and Hidan. That was like a really great duo. Just like
Yeah.
in terms of just like what their strengths were, because Hidan immortal, and then Kakuzo could stitch him up whenever like he would get cut open. So like I like their dynamic as a partnership and like how they were like complete opposite. One's super like idealist and the other one just cares about money. It was-
All of the Akatsuki duos, they play off each other really well, though.
So I'm excited to see the other ones. The original, like the first two in Shippuden, it was the puppet master. What was his name?
Sasori.
Sasori.
And Deidara,
Were they that great? They didn't seem like they wanted to work together really well.
None
A
of
lot
them
of
want to
them
work
don't,
together.
but, like, their
Hidan hates
powers-
Kakazu hates Hidan.
Oh, they hate each other, but then like in terms of just like their skills, I think like they matched up well.
I mean, the
Together.
only reason any of them work together as partners is because they can't kill each other.
Yeah, that's
I think every group is tailor made where one can't kill the other, even though they hate each other.
See, that was perfect for Kakuzo because he loved killing his partners, but he's like, I can't kill you. He's
Oh
like,
well, I guess
physically
like we'll
can't
just
kill
have to
you.
make this work.
But yeah, I'm excited to see where this crystal jutsu takes me afterwards.
You're gonna
Well,
have to,
you'll
let
have
me
to
know
tell us.
about the power of crystals.
Yeah, because I have no idea. I don't know.
It's a
what
rare
that is.
jutsu, man. People didn't know about it.
I feel like every filler episode is just a new Kekkei Genkai that like never exists ever again.
Yeah, but wait till you come across one of the Kages that has a Totu Genkai, which is like
Who the Mitsukage?
The Kekkei Genkai, the Mitsukage, I think so. But the Kekkei Tota, that is the combination of all the elements. It is the avatar
Oh,
of,
the
of the
I think it's the
Jutsus.
Is it the Tsukikage? I don't remember.
Tsuchikage, yeah. It's him. It'll blow your fucking mind. It's just too OP. Which is why they had to give it to the oldest man with a band bag. But you'll find out about that.
I can't wait to see it because like I loved like going back to Naruto when the third Hokage was fighting Orochimaru, and like
Yeah.
they were using all different. That was just like a cool fight scene to watch.
That's
But-
the best part.
I remember when
Like-
the Kage Summit was like being hyped up in the previews, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be so fucking sick!" And it was. It was really
That's
sick.
good.
So I'm excited for you to eventually get to experience that.
I think I am one season away from that. I think after I get past this, there's gonna be like another thing that happens, and then it's.
You know, you'd be there right now if you didn't watch all the filler.
Yeah, I mean,
need
if you
to.
skipped all the crystal shit, you're probably there already.
Crystal shit was great, man. He was just trying to find his home. You probably don't remember who was trying to find their home, but
I
No.
wanna
They-
hear it on the next episode. I wanna hear the recap on the next episode because I'm no way, shape, or form.
You know what? That should be the next
I'm
Naruto
probably gonna
recap.
forget it by then.
Yeah, forget like the actual Naruto story. You have to come in next episode and tell us what all the filler is.
I'll let you know. I'll keep it. I got a notebook ready.
All right. Well, let's get wrecked. Matt, you linked the 4 levels video tab for Epicurious series.
I am obsessed. So if you haven't seen it yet, the Epicurious is a YouTube channel. Specifically, the one I am recommending is the 4 levels. And what they do is they take 3 chefs. One's an amateur chef, the other's a home cook, and then the other is a professional chef. And they all cook a dish, and it's all one dish. Like, for example, burrito. We'll have 3 different chefs make a burrito, and it kind of just goes through their process. Like, this is what I do, this is what I do, blah, blah, blah. Tell you about the ingredients. Once it's all done, they have a food scientist explain why their ingredients work. So if you're like me and like watching things being cooked, definitely check it out, because it's definitely interesting to see like the different levels of cooking. And then, like, obviously some of the stuff is very delicious. So check it out on YouTube, Epicurious. They got a lot of other cooking stuff too, but I'm currently obsessed with the 4 levels right now.
Do you think water bending or fire bending would be better for cooking?
Oh,
Because my initial thought was water, but now that I think
For
of it,
cooking?
heat control is a small but important portion of cooking.
I feel
You
like
can control the temperature of water, though, which is essentially just sous vide cooking. So water wins again. Sorry, guys.
I don't remember Katara taking some water and heating it up as soon as she grabs it.
She makes fog, which is just evaporation.
Like I think she can make it colder. I've never seen her make it hotter.
When she made the fog. When water benders make fog, that's evaporation. It heats the water up.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. But can you cook
so
with
water's
fog?
probably more dynamic. Oh.
But without earth bending, you can't beat your meat.
Could you imagine pounding all your
most
meat out
times-
with just rocks?
It would just take 1 pound, just one big boulder, and you have yourself a good chicken cutlet right there.
Can you imagine how much sand you would get in your food if you airbend cooked your food? That should be the next Epicurious. It's like, hi, we got 3 different types of airbend. We got 3 types of benders here. We got earth benders, fire benders, water benders, air benders. Sorry, like we don't want sand everywhere. Please just don't enter the building.
You're a man after Dante Bosco's heart. Just kicking airbenders to the side.
That's why they're extinct. And I digress.
Jesus. All right, Braxton. Hikaru Nakamura.
So I don't know why, but like I've gotten into chess videos, and Hikaru Nakamura is a grandmaster of chess who streams. I don't watch his streams,
And he's playing with Critical right now? What the heck?
He plays with a lot of like he played with Critical. He played with XQC. I think I don't know much about XQC, but the way XQC plays chess is really funny. He's played with Forsen, and I vaguely know who Forsen is. I don't watch Twitch really at all, but his content, I don't know. I found it like I learned. My dad taught me chess, and I really, once I passed maybe 8 or 9, or maybe when I got my first like fucking console, like I never touched chess ever again. But it's just very fascinating watching his videos, seeing how like a grandmaster approaches chess, but also he's like into Twitch culture, so like he's pretty funny, he's pretty entertaining. He does regular Twitch games or regular chess games. He plays with like popular streamers that most people know. I know who Charlie is, so I watched him play with Charlie, and it was pretty entertaining. But like he also does like blindfold chess. I watched a video where he did it was like battle royale chess. It was like 4 people playing chess at the same time, which was pretty like ridiculous. And it's just like
On the same board?
yeah, it was a 4-player chess match where it was like people were on all edges, like a plus sign instead of a regular like square board. So that was pretty funny to watch.
That's pretty cool.
But like just watching him play and like looking at how he advises some of these other like Twitch people, because apparently chess is like becoming really big on Twitch. So a lot of people are trying to play and learn how to play, and the audience is also trying to learn as well. So like just hearing the insight from him, and just things to look for in a chess game is I think is very fascinating. Just because I chess is always I can't remember the last time I've touched a chessboard, but like it's a easy to learn, incredibly difficult to master, and just seeing how he plays and how he thinks about the game, and even like looking at how many moves ahead in his own head that he thinks of any given game is like ridiculous. Because like even blindfolded, like when he's doing blindfolded games, he's just calling out rook a4, e2 pawn blah blah blah, and then he just like, as the video's going on, he's just like, okay, so this goes here, blah blah blah. This is check, go here, and checkmate. So he's just doing all the calculations in his head. Like he doesn't need a board anymore, and to be at that level is like insane.
That's how I feel about Scrabble.
Stop,
so you
it
get
hurts.
these letters here, maybe this is a word. I don't know if this is a word. I don't want to need the dictionary. Blah blah blah. And Scrabble. I win.
Don't need a dictionary.
Braxton, have you played Rob and Scrabble yet?
Oh,
I
way
have not
back,
played
way back in high school.
Rob and Scrabble.
Probably Words with Friends more so.
Just play Rob one game. Download it real quick.
Oh, I haven't played Words with Friends in ages. I mean, I was pretty decent at Words with Friends, but there was one person in Scramble with Friends that would consistently kick my ass. Like, she was so good, and I couldn't understand how good she was. It wasn't even close. Like, out of everyone I've
Me
ever
and Matt
played,
used to be huge on Scramble.
like she would consistently
was
kick
great.
my ass.
I'm about to get it again. Like, why not?
Let's go. Because
We should do that.
Scrabble's a little one-sided
So-
right now.
I mean, so if there's any chess people that are interested, he's definitely the one to look at. Apparently, he's like super against chess elitism because apparently that's a big issue within the chess
What's
community.
chess elitism?
Well, a lot of the grandmasters don't like how he specifically has been helping a lot of these streamers out in learning the game and like teaching people, because apparently I guess the only way to be good in chess is that you were born with a fucking chessboard in your lap connected to your umbilical cord, which doesn't really make
That's
sense.
not true, isn't it? Isn't there like a ton of theory books circling around like Bobby Fischer and the way he played and stuff like that?
I don't. So the reason Hikaru played with Charlie was because Charlie had found another grandmaster who was streaming, who was upset with Hikaru for, popularizing chess on Twitch, more or less. So apparently that's kind of some of the grandmaster elitism that goes in with, why are all these casuals playing my 500 IQ game now, in that sort of sense, which I don't really get. But I mean, I'm not a grandmaster, so my brain is not big enough to comprehend that sort of logic.
Yeah, your brain's too smooth to
Yeah.
understand big brain chess.
I've got
It's
the
these chess
smooth brain
hipsters, man.
disease. But I mean, it's cool. I think it's very entertaining, and I didn't think it would be. But like, as he's teaching these guys, like, I'm even looking at the chessboard, trying to figure out, what the best move is supposed to be. And like the website they use, I think it's chess.com or something like that. Like, they do training exercises and stuff like that. So like, there's like puzzles, chess puzzles that are set up that you can solve. And so like Hikaru will go through with like a streamer like XQC or like with Charlie and say, hey, okay, you're in this position here. What's the best move? Where's your checks at? Are you sacrificing a piece for another piece? What the tier of pieces are and how to like set up movements and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it's very interesting personally. So
Oh yeah, chess is a dynamic game, and like I haven't played like in a little bit, but like it's stressful.
oh yeah.
It's like trying
Well,
to figure out.
the problem with that chess versus the chess that I play is that when I play with my dad, there's no time limit. So like I could think.
Oh
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I think the max time limit that you get is 10 minutes total. So you have to make every single move that you're going to make in the entirety of the game within 10 minutes, or you lose. And I don't think
And
I
that's
can
the
do
one
that.
where you like clock it.
Yeah, well, so as soon as you make your turn, it goes straight to the other person's clock. And that's too stressful for me. I overthink everything, so I can't do that. But hey, any of you grandmasters out there, that's your man.
That sounds super. I didn't even know there was like this whole world of chess politics.
Everything has politics if you work hard enough.
Yeah, that's true. Just like Atlanta. And the video I'm sharing is a breakdown on Atlanta the show, not the city. That's again the show. Okay. This rec is the director Hiro Murai, because we're like super weeby with the recs today. He breaks down the episode of Teddy Perkins. The character and the dialogue, and it's super interesting and creepy. And to be honest, I couldn't get through the whole video because it's so creepy. But
God.
I liked it a lot. It brought forth a lot of emotions, and I just want to share those emotions with everyone.
Side note, is Atlanta ever coming back?
I want to say yes.
I don't know.
Because
I have
like
no
I feel
idea.
like all the not side actors, but like his co-stars, they've all gotten pretty big, like, and busy with other projects. So
Yeah, they have.
Well, if the bag's big enough.
that's true.
I mean, Gambino did his new album. I mean, the other two have been in like big movies and stuff like that too. So it's like,
Oh yeah, exactly.
I don't know. What's his face was in Uncut Gems. I saw on Netflix a picture of him. Was on there.
I need to watch that.
What's
That's
his
what I'm gonna be doing tonight.
the
I forget his name.
like,
it's
really
a long
introspective
name.
guy, right?
Yeah, I forget his
Darius?
name.
Darius.
Yeah, Darius.
You
That's not his
mean
real name, but yeah.
L?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. L. Fucking hell! Don't remind me of that shit.
His best performance ever.
Jesus Christ.
Go check it out, because that episode's mainly about him and Teddy Perkins. But yeah, that wraps us up. No emails.
No one uses email anymore.
And-
Old man.
Well, okay. Any DMs in
No.
the Twitter sphere?
No.
Okay. All right. You know where to follow us on SoundCloud and Spotify and Spotify and Spotify. Sometimes iTunes for all the weird masochists out there that love to play Golden Strawberry Celeste. And, of course, YouTube if you want some sweet visuals and segues. And what's that thing called where, like, the meter moves with
Oh,
The noise level.
audio, audio spectrums.
There you go. And the sweet, sweet audio spectrums. That's where you can find them on the YouTube. And yeah, if you want to reach out to us, you can hit us up in the Twitter DMs at the Neat Boys Podcast, or you can email us at neatboyspodcast@gmail.com, where we can give you unsanctioned life advice and what to do with your Trump bucks, or what do you call them?
Yeah, so
Corona cash?
I actually just checked. So the good news is the IRS says my check is in the mail. The bad news is the IRS is sending that check to an old address. So I don't know.
Oh, no.
So I don't know what the transfer procedure is going to look like when it actually hits, because it's actually my mom's old address for when I moved back from Omaha. So she said she had all mail forwarding. So we'll see what happens with that.
If there's reputable people working there, I actually got mine the other week finally. Right there. And
Oh, nice.
on the front of the envelope, it'll say like, if this person is no longer at this address or deceased, please fill your name out here and return to sender. So
Cool.
there's
Oh,
that.
shit.
But hopefully
Sender?
it just
Oh,
forwards over.
Fuck.
But hopefully they just the building just forwards it over to you.
Yeah.
Is there a doorman? Can you just call them up and just be like, hey,
Well, so my
I
mom
need
said
need
that
my
they
Corona
had
cash.
all the mail getting forward regardless. And I assume the people who now live at my mom's place are old, trustworthy people that don't need the money, so they won't have to steal it from me.
they can't use it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Because the government will know.
That's not true. If it's just a check, you just scan that shit and go. Who cares?
Yeah, but if it's not under your name, then it won't go through.
Is that true? I every
'Cause
check I
you have
get,
to endorse it.
I've never
they have
endorsed
to
a
endorse
single
it.
check I've ever received in my entire life.
They'll have to write like, I, Alan,
No.
I'm Braxton.
What? I open up the Chase app and take a picture, and they're like, "Okay, good to go. No
Yep.
sign needed."
You don't
Yeah,
even
that's what
sign
I
it
do
on the
too.
back?
No, I've never signed a single check I've received. I just scan it and go.
Dang.
That's concerning.
Yeah, it should work. I mean, like, they should, like, flag that, but that's so weird.
I mean, I'm not the bank. I can't explain it for you.
That's great. Well, I finally got mine last week, too.
Nice. Why are we all on the late bus for this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Trump
I don't know.
Why is it coming in physically when people got
hates
direct
minorities.
deposited it?
I don't know why. Like, because Kay got hers right away with her tax return. Mine had to wait for some reason. I don't know if it's because I owed money. That's why it happened.
He
like
hates
that.
minority males.
Well, Donald Trump
Yeah.
sent me a letter saying, "Hello, America." It was like a whole letter. He's like, "Hello, my fellow American. I know this is a trying time, but
Did he-
here's some money I sent you. Donald Trump. Yo soy Donald Trump. See, I speak Spanish."
I sent you money. Yo, give you dinero.
Yo soy el Dio.
¿Te gusta el potes?
Me gusta Taco Bell.
Cinco de Mayo, quesadilla.
Yo soy kind of a genius.
No me gusta China.
Pero me encanta Los Neat Boys Podcasto.
Do we really want that sponsorship, though?
It'd be very.
If you don't want your check, I'll take your
very
check.
divisive.
If that's what you're saying,
we'll
I'll take your check.
We'll only take the sponsorship if we get monthly stimulus checks.
To the correct address. Okay, Donald? Thanks.
Did you see they passed like another one?
Another
gonna
one.
be doing
Hey,
it
I
for,
mean,
like,
I haven't
the
even
next
gotten the
couple
first
months, I
one, so
think.
like, I'll take it.
You're gonna get like $3,000 straight to your account just right away. You're gonna be balling for a little bit. Because the
Finally.
next one they passed, and I forgot if it was the House or Senate. They still have to like get it through. But yeah, $2,000 a month, which is like fucking ridiculous when people are already getting crazy unemployment. Like, we'll see. Where's all this money coming from? Is my question.
They've just been printing it
it's-
out.
yeah, it's-
Exactly.
It's
That's all
invented.
that's all it is.
I'll finally be
So,
able
like,
to
once-
afford that NBA Last Dance subscription.
That's why. That's why you haven't gotten ESPN Plus yet. It's because you didn't get your stimulus check.
Yeah, well, thanks again for joining us on the Stimulus Podcast, where we aim to stimulate you and your bank accounts through the power of verbal auditory
Abuse.
From
No.
Don John Trump himself.
No. This is not his effort. This is our effort.
He printed it himself.
This is our effort, and then he takes it, and then he signs his name on it, and then he says it's his.
Yeah, exactly.
If he's making money on this fucking podcast, I'm done.
What do we do if like he retweets us one time? It's like, oh, I've been listening to this podcast during quarantine.
He doesn't.
Check it out.
Well, damn.
Any PR is good PR.
That'd be pretty crazy. Honestly, I don't know what I would do. Like, do you just block him at that point?
No, immediately. That's the move. Like, just blocking.
I think that would get us more cloud blocking him. Hell
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Because then you would just take a screenshot of like, oh, I listened to these guys, and then the next screenshot would just be like blocked.
It's like, I just listen to these guys. You thought block?
Can he veto the block?
Ooh, that's
that
a
in
good
his
point.
powers?
No.
Do you think you could grab the CIA to
Definitely
fuck
not.
us up?
He's like, this is
Twitter
why
is
this is
silenced
why
him.
social media shouldn't have so much power. I'm getting blocked by the Neat Boys podcast. I'm sending the National Guard to their to their apartments.
Putin, I need some help hacking into this super secret podcast.
Then 30 minutes later, he deletes it. He's like, damn it, I shouldn't let them know.
I mean, I don't think he wants his computers infected with all the hentai that's going on around here. So, or I mean, maybe he does. I don't know. Maybe he's into that.
And with that, happy birthday, everyone. Goodbye.